Hey guys, Sword here, and this is going to be another Minecraft vlog where I'm going to be posting Minecraft videos every day, or at least a video every day involving Minecraft or some other video game, but I'm focusing more on Minecraft. So, if you have any questions, comments, topics, ideas that I could possibly use, feel free to comment down there below, and as well as if I use your idea or question or answer it in a video, I will credit you verbally in the video as well as link your channel in the description, so that will give you thanks for helping me out. So as you can see, we're basically done with the top two layers. If you can barely see it on the background, we're already done with the top two layers. So now we're going to work on the bottom layer, and we're just going to place down torches, making 30 torch path. And then once we're done with that, then we're going to make another 30 torch path back at the skylight, either going from east or west. I'm not too sure which one I want to choose yet. So either way, let's get started. And today I wanted to talk about Doomsday 2012 or December 21st of 2012. Is it gonna happen? And whether or not, if it doesn't happen, how are people gonna react to it not happening or anything of the sort? Well, in my opinion, Doomsday 2012, December 21st, 2012, it's not gonna happen. In my opinion, it's not gonna happen. And even if it does happen, you know something's gonna happen on that day, because some crazy people are gonna plan to do something, and they could just be their own doomsday. But who knows? Anything could happen. I honestly think that the entire catastrophe, the little doomsday era of 2012, it's just not gonna happen. That's just my opinion. I want to know your opinion. What's gonna happen on 2012, or sorry, December 21st, or yeah, whatever that doomsday is going to happen, because apparently a lot of people are talking about, oh, they didn't account for the leap years, or they are 6 months off, or it already has passed and now we're just basically just going to be another day. Something's going to happen one way or another. Anything's going to happen. There could have been a car crash that could have put in like a giant chain of other disasters. You just never know. And then people can say, oh, that's what happened. Okay, everyone move on with their lives. It's going to be that day where a lot of people are going to talk about it, and then later on, people are still going to talk about it, and then all of a sudden, a new doomsday is going to happen. There's already like a lot of doomsdays that were supposed to happen but didn't happen, and I'm going to link that in the description below. It's all times 10. I'm pretty sure you guys pretty much have heard of it, because you were just surfing the web, and then all of a sudden you come across all times 10, and then all of a sudden you don't know what's happening. Like 3 hours later, you've already watched like 30 of their videos. Trust me, that has happened to me. I just come across their channel, and then I spent 2 hours literally just watching all times 10, all their videos. They're so addicting. I could probably talk about that in another video, but they are so addicting to watch their videos. It's if it's not true, or if it's true, depending on where the sources come from, it's just really entertaining to watch. I just don't know why. I just can't stop watching it. But they already done a video about the 10 doomsday predictions that never came true or never happened. So I'll link that in the description below, and you will actually get to see that. And you'll see a lot of doomsday that were pretty much set up, and then it just didn't happen. One of them was the rapture on October. I believe that was last year. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was last year. Like, that didn't happen. A lot of people were anticipating for that, and then a lot of people made videos about that. And it was really entertaining to see that a lot of people just pretty much believe what one person says, regardless if there's actual facts or truth behind it. So yeah, what do you think is actually going to happen on 2012? Like I said, something's going to happen, and I just want to see what actually happens. If anything else, there's going to be like a lot of people just being crazy over something that's going to happen. Some people think it's actually going to be the end of the world, and they'll start stocking up things. That'll actually probably help our economy, wouldn't it? So that they'll just spend all their money stocking up things that they don't even need to stock up, because I honestly think it's not going to happen. But if it does happen, what I'm going to do is just basically just probably just play my video games. Why not go out being happy like I pretty much play Minecraft, where it's all chill and mellow, rather than just playing Call of Duty, where I'm just gonna rage if something doesn't go right, especially with lag. So yeah, there we have it. That's my plan for Doomsday, unless if I actually have to go to work, and I'm gonna laugh so hard that nothing actually does happen. I'm just gonna have to ask my friends like what happened on the news, if there's anything that important going on. But yeah, it's just gonna be entertaining to see that nothing actually really happened, and then a lot of people were just overreacting on something that's not going to happen. And then whenever another person comes up with a doomsday, let's see whether people are actually going to believe it, or they're just going to pass it off, since 2020, yeah, 2012 is the pretty much the biggest topic in history because I've been hearing about that ever since that I was young, even though I never understood what it meant. But when I was young, I kept hearing about it. Everyone kept on talking about it. I was like, wow, is this going to be the end of the world? I No, that's not going to be the end of the world. It's just a day that someone just pretty much announced. And everyone that says that it was just the end of the Mayan calendar. So it didn't really mean that much anyways, but people took it out of proportion. So, yeah. And again, people said that they didn't account for leap year. So there we have it, guys. It probably already passed and we didn't even know it. So it's just entertaining to see how many people are actually blowing this out of proportion, as well as people are actually believing that's going to happen. Honestly, I don't think it's going to happen. It's just going to be another day at work. If I do have work, I'm going to laugh if a lot of people are stocking up on food just for the fact that they think it's going to end. It's going to be the end of the world. So what are your predictions? If you have a doomsday for yourself, what would you predict when's going to happen and what's going to happen? Well, let's make up our own doomsday. And maybe one day one person will actually think that one of our doomsday predictions are actually going to come true, and then that'll be the next doomsday. So create your own doomsday. First, just talk about what you think is going to happen, then create your own doomsday. And probably whether or not the doomsday will actually help us out or just be the end of the world. Let's see what's going to happen. I can't think of one doomsday on the spot, honestly. I just can't. It's just, I'm just thinking about how funny this all has been. I've been hearing about this. I probably heard about it when I was like first 6. Maybe it's just I did not understand what it meant, what it goes by, because of course I'm just an ignorant little child that just wants to play. And there you have it. It's just whatever led up to this point. I just kept on hearing about 2012. I just kept on hearing it recently over the past 4 years, and I kept telling everybody nothing's gonna happen. All it is just gonna be one day that everyone's probably gonna freak out, and then all of a sudden, look, nothing happened. Clear as day. You just wasted one day worrying about something that's never gonna happen. And now I keep surfing the web, I keep surfing YouTube, and a lot of the videos I see, a lot of them are talking about 2012. And one of the 2012 is that Justin Bieber finally reaches 1 billion views, or that Gangnam Style reaches 1 billion views on 2012. So yeah, that's just honestly really, really entertaining. Well, I think I just talked it to death, because honestly I cannot say anything else that revolves around 2012. Especially with Y2K. Y2K was one of the other things that was supposed to happen, where all the technology was supposed to crash down, and then the end of civilization as we know it. That was hilarious in itself. So yeah, we already had the rapture that was going to happen on October 20, 2011. Then we had Y2K. Then we have other predictions about volcanoes erupting. Maybe global warming. What about global warming that makes everybody pretty much panic about? I honestly never understood global warming. It's just pretty much that the world is just going to be continually to actually heat up every year. Then it's going to be very, very hot, and then all the ice caps will melt, and from the ice caps the entire world will flood over. I just never understood that. It just doesn't seem, it honestly does seem possible, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen anytime soon. I just don't know. I'm not a scientist. I'm not going to try to go to factual facts about whatever's going to go on in the world. All I know is that I remember that people said that the world's going to freeze over, and the world didn't freeze over. We're going to get a new ice age. That didn't happen. A meteorite's going to hit the earth. That didn't happen yet. Well, I do say yet because you never know. There's tiny meteorites that hit the earth that we don't even know of. Just not one that's large enough to actually cause pretty much a panic. So yeah, it's just really interesting to see how many people go so far believing something that's true, whether they just be trolling or actually being truthful about what they're thinking or what their beliefs are. So it's just the power of the internet that causes something, or the media for that factor, that causes something that's so little to be just like overreaction. I can't remember an example of what media made it so big that it was just nothing, honestly, but they just made it a huge deal that everybody started thinking about it. I think it was H1N1, or the swine flu. I think it's just that when that moment happened, I remember the swine flu. I was pretty much in high school when it happened. A lot of people were making such a big deal out of it, but not many cases were really admitted or talked about. I'm not too sure that anyone died from that either. Like I said, I gotta look up these things before I talk about it, otherwise I'm just gonna be talking out of my mouth on that point. But it's just other things I could talk about, or just some things that a lot of people overreact over nothing, and it could have been prevented by just basically taking a flu shot or something. I'm not too sure they actually made a swine flu shot. I know I didn't take one when they actually gave it out. I didn't actually take one. I wasn't really too worried about it. So yeah, just basically remain healthy and stay away from sick people, and you're good to go. Just make sure you wash your hands before you eat, because not many people wash their hands after using a public restroom. So that's a disgusting fact that you should know. Not many people actually do wash their hands. And I would know there's already experiences about that when I worked at a fast food restaurant. I'm still working at that fast food restaurant. I could probably even talk about different fast food restaurant experiences that I've already experienced it, just because of the customers themselves. My God, I have 10 stories at least to tell you guys. Some of them are disgusting, but it's just, I'll probably think it would be entertaining in one aspect. I'm just planning on ahead of myself now, because I honestly can't say anything else about Doomsday. I honestly think it's not going to happen. What do you think's actually going to happen? I'm just thinking that people just going to go a little bit chaotic and then overreact, and they wasted a perfectly good day. Some people may even overstock, buy some things. It'll help out the stores and have people waste their money over nothing. And as well as that, let's create our own Doomsday. Let's see what happens when we create our own Doomsday. Maybe people will believe our own Doomsday to be true, or the fact that they'll just see that we're just making fun of all the other people that worry about a Doomsday. So create your own Doomsday. What's going to happen on your Doomsday? Is it going to be helpful? Is it going to be destructive? When is it going to happen? And what's going to happen on that day? Or what are going to be the things that lead up to it? Use your imagination for this one. I honestly cannot think about any other Doomsday on the top of my head. But for now, this is basically the end of this video. Hope you enjoy this video. Then pretty much 9 days till Doomsday. Let's count down the days that's gonna not happen, everybody. So maybe I'll even make a video on 2012. I'll probably maybe make a video on that. Who knows? Yeah, I will make a video. Everyone's gonna make a video about that day. I just gotta join the bandwagon. So, with nothing else for me to say here, I am SoroKeen090. Have a nice day, everybody. I will see you in the next video.